Among every world, among every timeline, among everything you can imagine in different worlds, people are there to guide you through stories, guide you through timelines. Welcome to the Blue Mask What If channel. Hello everybody, this is Blue Mask and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys will enjoy. Let's begin. Hello everybody, welcome back to the next episode of What If Belle was a monster hunter. Where we last left off, well, Lilith, Bells, and other groups have arrived at the 18th floor with the Xenos that has, been gone onto the surface and living with the Hestia Familia, helping around and everything else, but only... Ah, shit. Um, 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 um... Only my what I'm saying here, Astrius and damn it, fucking commercials. And good. Sorry. And Lid Lid and Gross. Gross. Lid, Groth, and Astrius are the only three of the Xenos that has accepted to go down into the dungeon. Again, well, to figure things out. Bell's group, also Lilith's group sometimes, has Astrius as their monster partner. Lid is with Otter, Sard, and and as no and Sard and Materia, no, and Alfie, Alfia has Lid as their group, and Gross is with. If I change this, then I'm sorry. Is with Gareth, Riveria, and Finn as their helper around. So yeah, that's who they are going with. So yeah, the group has arrived with the Xenos being Astrius, Lid, and Gross. Lilith group or Lilith. L- yeah, I think I called her Lilith. Lilith group has went over to Riveria. It's hard to pronounce. I'm sorry. They went over to check it out. What has happened to to that place? Because the inhabitant went out to the surface to be there again. Come to find out, the city was very destroyed. They found a place where weapons were stored, where the former leader, being that guy, the eye patch guy, used to live. So, yeah, they found that little house where the weapons were stored and took them back to their group. And that is where I left it off because I was tired that day and I just wanted to release the video. So, yeah, but we're not going to be there, like I said. We're going to go to the first episode. Well, where the first episode started. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's begin. All right, I'm back, and I found out actually perfect armor for Tyone. If you don't agree with me, that's fine, but for me, that is a perfect fucking armor, and I cannot lie. We see Tyone having on a completely new outfit, but still having some remaining things on her that reminds Lufia of her old outfit, or reminds everyone of her old outfit. Let's start with her. Well, with the gloves part of it's the Shuwu armor, and the second part that is like golden tint and everything else. L- Tyone has the Suwu gloves, the second part of the second of the Suwu higher higher armor, and the strong. Oh yeah, Tyona also had the second part of the highest one, being the different color than the regular or the lower armor. And Tyone Tyone has the higher armor, the second coloration of, well, the Shu armor. If you don't know, you can go in and search the monsters up. You can go to the bottom and you can find what I'm talking about. Tyona had on a two gloves that was pretty new from her different outfit, from her, well, previous outfit. Having the gloves being a one ring holding that ring that was holding the gloves that looks like a triangle to the her middle finger, same with the other hand. The right hand has a smooth golden brown coloring up to her elbow of her arm, and down below we can see a little silver ring under it from her other outfit holding that part together. The other part of Tyone's the left the left arm of Tyone's outfit had, well, the same kind of look, but had the slinger gun on her left side. It was a bit smaller than Tyona's, but it's still reliable as ever. Have a golden coloration and everything else. Having having the gold and black coloration of, well, of the slinger, if you found the picture, and had the little silver ring as the other arm, the right arm as well, having the silver jewelry of, well, Tyone's previous outfit. She didn't have the thing that's sitting on her arm. She didn't have that part. Um, when we Lufia looked at the chest plate area of Tyone, she had the brownish blue sleeves going up to on both her arm on the side. Her left side having a little Japanese looking armor protection on her side, same as Mikoto in canon. But this one is brownish gold color, having gold on the sides of the armor plates and brownish in the middle of the armor. Taioni also had, well, gotten a scarf around her neck, and two parts of it was going down on the side of her back, down the same as Tyona, down her to her buttocks. But in the middle, that holds Tyona's. I can't say it. I really can't say it. But the armor part on her chest area, instead of the brownish color that was holding her I can't fucking say it. Uh, Fuck it. The part that was holding Tyona's boobs, instead of the brownish color that was holding them up, instead she has the red looking color homage to her the first outfit she had that had the red part on the chest area, but still having the bandages in the middle, but having the brownish looking color with placing with red. Tyona, I wanted Tyone to have the mask, but I decided not to give it her dad. Still having the normal length color. But Luf- when Lufia looked down to her newer part of her outfit, Tyone did the same as her sister. Didn't take the boots or the middle part of the leg armored legs from the Shuwu monster. Instead, she have the shins area up to her knee and on her thighs, having the three metal rings around her thighs and having the little sleeves on her legs. The sleeves on her legs leaving her barefoot as her original outfit, and having the sleeves part, as I said. And on the left side, she has the a holster with a knife on it that she could throw. And what else? What else? Tyona also, when she looked back up, she saw Tyona. Tyona also replaced her middle part of her dress, having the Xingwu armor set of the middle part. Yeah, she just had that. Having the blue cover up that's on her left side as well, having that. Um, you can go on and find outfit on your own. Wait, did I choose the wrong set of colors? No, I didn't. Huh. Well, what Lufia could see, there was a belt holding a second knife on her. A knife that was a second knife on the right side of Tyone's outfit with a blue cloth covering the left side of her body. Left side also had some little braids going down her sides down to her knees that was culling blue as well, having a red greenish look on her sides as well. I can imagine that it's not a good explanations for the armor, but I also want, if you can, but I will also try to draw the armors on the characters, see how it actually look, because Xingwu armor and Chioni actually fucking fits. I cannot lie. Anyways, the two girls trying to get Luffia to eat, but she still was there, disappointed in herself. Luffia also had a little outfit change, but still keeping the original design of Luffia. Uh, mm, no, that monster will not work for Luffia. Sorry, give me a moment. All right, so I have checked every outfit I think there is, but I haven't found one that actually fit Luffia. I also checked the world's armor, and there was nothing actually there that I liked for Lufia. So I decided just Lufia has her normal outfit, as does Riveria and Althea. The mages, aka the mages of, I'll say who doesn't fit where with armor. Anyways, um, where the hell did I even left it off? Oh yeah, when Lufia looked at the two Amazons in front of her that was giving her food, well, trying to give her food, Lufia just talked. I'm a little disappointed of how I did. I almost did a Ignuk's fat shoes, almost destroying the formation. Oh, come on, that can happen. Don't be harsh on yourself. I know. Jeez. What's going on? We see another person walking over to the group, with this being Eyes. Lufia perked up to look at Eyes that was standing in front of the group. Also have a little armor changed as well. Eyes' armor change is actually the shoot, shoot. Copy. I need the name. I need the name. It's the goddamn chicken. Uh, name. What? Is that really how you pronounce it? No, that cannot be true. Quimitris. How the fuck did he say in French? Crimit. Oh my god, it's actually how it's named? Crimetrist. I've totally forgot. Crimetrist. Ice was wearing the some of parts of the Crimetrist armor. What we can see Ice is wearing, Ice was not actually wearing the gloves of the Crimetrist armor set, because she actually likes her, well, her armor there. So she has asked for the little um for the armor says uh armor set to be, well, a bluish reddish color instead of just pure silver, having the crossbow being a reddish and red at the at the arms of the little crossbow, and have the other parts of it being blue. But we see when we go, uh, I really just dropped that. Okay. We see when we go up that Ice has the normal armor part of her adventurous outfit, but the sleeves are replaced by the Quimetrist chest plate and outfit. It's just, if you, sorry. If you found the original armor set of the Quimetrist in Wild, it's just the female version. There's nothing changed or anything. The helmet part is still just a little thing on Ice's head on her adventurous outfit. Except it's just the armor parts of her adventurous outfit, and the armor part of her adventurous outfit on her head that is just normal. Ice has replaced her outfit with the Quimetrist chest plate, legs, and belt, being the red bluish color of that. That is what I see Eyes wearing. Well, let me just describe how it looks. The sleeves of the Quematrix chest plate is reddish color going up to blue by the poofy shoulders of Ice's outfit. There's a metal chest plate going from her collar down to her well down to her sides, having a bluish looking color on her the last down to her waist, but there's a little red cape on her left side going down on her back down to her buttocks as well as the other girls. Wow, there's so many capes to the girls. I just noticed. And when it comes to the legs is going from a when Ice has the legs part, she had a brown belt at her lower waist with black pants going down to knee armor plates down to brown at the top of boots down to bluish color to reddish and having armored shoes on. Eyes at the belt area had a white belt with a poofing out sides with blue on the top, red at the bottom, and having her rapier at her left side. It's just her rapier because there is a sword on the belt in that. So go check out the armors and you can see what I'm talking about. Ice was standing there talking to the other two when Lufia rushes over. Miss Eyes, I must thank you for saving me from the monster. Oh, it's no problem, Lufia. You actually did a good job. Thank you very much. Hey, Eyes! Tyona went over to Ice's side and hanged on a little. Where's the other two you always with? Hmm? Belle and Harime? Yes, where are those two? Oh, they're at the tent. Belle is just taking a nap, and Harime is just doing her a little, homework or doing a little research. I see. Anyways, Lufia and I was talking about something else when Lufia started to talk. I hope the captain didn't make a mistake making me in, the expedition part. What are you saying? Lufia turned to Tyona and she had an angry looking face, an angry looking expression on her face. Are you saying the captain made a mistake putting you in in the expedition party? Is that what you're saying? Eep. Lufia immediately rushes over and rushing over and behind Eyes and Tyona. No, that is not what I'm saying. What is going on over here? They heard a voice coming from behind Tyone, looking behind to see Finn Dawnay and Gareth Luckreld and Riveria with Sard and Alfia by their side. All five of them looking at the group. We see, Finn's outfit. Ah, shit, I have two. Really need to look at the outfits. I'm sorry, give me a moment. I need to find Finn's and Gareth's outfit, what they would wear at Hunter's outfits. Give me a moment. All right, so it was kind of hard to find what outfit actually would fit on Finn, but I chose the shit, the dragon. Raid. I chose the raid out outfit for the males, except the helmet and the gloves, meaning that Finn is wearing the armor parts, not the shirt or the shirt or anything, just the armor part, meaning the scales and everything around. Finn was wearing his normal looking adventurous outfit on the inside of his outfit, but Finn also had the radar armor pieces on his shoulders and his chest area, aka also the cape. Finn is also no, Finn is not wearing the gloves or the helmet of that outfit, but Finn is where has the radar. Uh, he has his normal looking pants, but radar armor pieces on his shoes and shin and knees. Like I said, and you can, and it's the alpha version of the high rank armor. Finn is also wearing the belt, radar belt area where it's just that part, so it's kind of easy here. But Gareth was, yeah, I know Finn is not detailed, but I couldn't find what Finn would actually wear, so I chose the radar outfit, more mightier than anything else. But Gareth, when we look at him, Gareth was wearing some parts of the Babalaha Babalaha? What the fuck? There's so many A's! What are you saying? Oh, word that has so many A's in it? Balahara. I was I think I was I was close. Gareth was wearing the Balahara armor, right? Balahara armor pieces on him. Let me just get the outfit. Gareth is wearing the alpha version of the armor set. Gareth is not. Oh yeah, Finn does have a well customized crossbow on his arm. By the way, I forgot to say. Gareth is not wearing the gloves or the helmet as well, but he is wearing the armor pieces of the breastplate, being the shoulder pads on the armor is what he's wearing with a little. He's Gareth is wearing the Bahala breastplate, shoulder plates, armor pieces on his shoulders. Gareth is also have the full set of the pants on, well, what he's wearing, but dwarf side, same as Finn is wearing a paladin version of the armor I said. Gareth is wearing the version of dwarf, and Gareth is wearing the full set of the belt area as well. Um, on the right side, please. This one is kind of hard to describe, so I will recommend go and find the armor. It's Bahalaha armor, and it's the shoulder pads for the chest plate. He's not wearing the gloves or the helmet. I don't see him wearing those two. Well, the female version actually is more Gareth looking. So maybe Gareth is wearing the female version of the helmet, but Gareth is wearing the male version of the alpha armor and the belt buckle as well. Sarda and Alfie is just wearing the normal. Sorry, their normal clothes. Um, Tiana turned around and see what Finn asking what they were doing, and yeah, Tiona was blushing at Finn heartily and started to talk. Oh, nothing, Captain. Nothing special. We were just talking about something. And Tiona raises his hand and started to talk to Finn. Finn, that's a lie. Tiona was bullying Livia because she wasn't. She was thinking she wasn't. Before Tiona could finish, Tiona immediately jumped over to Tiona and grabbed her into her chest. Oh, it was nothing, Captain. It's just her having a little jealousy of my just as jealousy of how my boobs are bigger. Ah! Tiona jumped away and started to yell at Tiona. What the hell are you talking about? And I told you, I found someone that already likes me who I am. Oh, are you sure? Stop bouncing them, alright? Both of them looked at each other angrily, and Finn just laughed. Laughed at how little funny this is. How funny it was. Gareth was sighed and looked at the others. Will you both calm down? It's quite annoying. Alright, alright. Calm yourself. Anyways, Ice, can you come with me? We need to talk. Sure, I don't mind. Finn walked by with Gareth by his side, walking with Ice away. Tyone did her stood there and just, oh, he looks so better from behind as well. I'm fucking embarrassed I have to say this. Shit. Tyona just stood from behind her and just sighed. Of course you do. Riveria looked at Lufia and started to walked over to her. You did great today. Even though you almost messed up, you did great, Lufia. Thank you. Anyways, you should probably go back and research a little more about monsters. Alright? Yes, sure. Lufia rushed off towards, well, where her group set up their camp area. Tyone and Tyona was just arguing a little bit before both of them just walked off towards, well, Tyone walking towards where Lufia is sitting was in the tent area where her group was, and Tyona was walking over towards her tent. When Tyona arrived, she saw that Lily was reading some books. Lily was reading some books about monsters and everything else like the others, but was looking at the price tags of, well, the monster parts. Hmm. What are you doing, little Lily? Mm, Mass Mrs. Tyona, I told you not to call Lily that. No, but I love to call you that. Hmm. Oh, please, Lily, calm down. Behind Lily, that was sitting on the steps, well, Lily was sitting on the steps, and Lucy was sitting on the floor of the tent area where the bunk beds were. Lily Lilith was braiding Lily's hair that was a bit longer than her how she looks in the anime. She was braiding into a big braid behind her. Mm, fine, Miss Lilith. Haruhi, not Haruhime. Lily, I told you to call me Lilith. On the job, Lily will call you Mrs., not your name. Fine. How are you doing, Tyona? Good, I just talked to Lufia and the others. Tiana walked over and sits beside, well, Lucy and laid her head on Lucy's shoulder. It's kind of weird that you have already been here 2 months and we have actually gone down here. Yeah, it's kind of special. Lilith reminds that it's actually been 2 months since, well, the Hunters has arrived, making sure that the Guild and the Hunters Guild are actually in the same building and actually can do whatever they want. And if some adventurers have to kill some monsters, not crystal monsters, they have to send it to the guild, and then they have to can sell the parts for Valis. So the hunters guilds can use those to make armors for the hunters. Lilith smiled at the memories of everything that has happened, even though the group right now was bigger, down here at the 50s floor. If you don't know, Loki Familia and Freya Familia has teamed up with the Hestia Familia to go down to the dungeon and explore the new what has happened to the floors. They have actually found some monsters that moves around a lot, being the mon shit, the monsters called monster that is called, I hate commercial on this app. Monster that is called, where are you? Where are you? The Great Jaw, yes. The Great Joggerin. Right, I'm saying the name correct. Sorry if I have to do this often, but oh my god, where did I? Okay. Sorry, I have to pause a little to get their names, but it's kind of hard to remember every single monster's name. The Great Jagras is one of the monsters that has settled on three types of terrains. The Great Jagras was found on the 10th to 12th floor in the dungeon, being it's kind of a creature that is in more the darkest places, in that it lives in darker places than other creatures, but also is in the 19 to 19th floor to the 23 floor to 22 floor, meaning the great tree jungle area of the dungeon, where it also has settled in. But they have also found out that well, the Pookie monsters has also settled around those two areas as well. And also is, well, is walking around a lot in the areas. Oh, I have to remember all these monsters. And I got to play the DLC. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, so the Pookie and the Great Jaguarins is two monsters that's on the 10 to 12th floor. The Great Jaguar is. The Pookie is one that goes from the 22nd floor to the 10th floor and just goes around there. But they have also found the Red Wraith, I think. Some other monsters I will tell when I want to include them. Sorry. Um let's continue. Lilith was thinking about all the things that's happened, being the monsters they have found on each floor, going down to the 50s floor. But they have also found that the crystal monsters and the monsters are enemies as well, meaning that they can team up with the regular monsters if they don't attack them. So it's kind of a deal situation. It's a weird situation in between. Lily laughed and continued to braid, well, Lily's hair. What do you think it's going to be down below the 50th floor? That's a good question. I don't know. Well, I'm very excited. Tyone sat up more straight and punched out a little, making some air punches. I'm ready to fight more monsters and see if the crystal monsters has changed. Yeah, it's kind of weird. After some few moments of, well, Lily and Tyona talking, Lilith and Lilith and Tyona is talking. They hear an explosion to the 51 floor. All three of them were shocked, but Lilith immediately rushes over and put on her mask. She was wearing the her armor on for safety's sake. But Lilith immediately rushes over to put on her, well, mask and immediately rushes towards the floor 51. Well, to the entrance to floor 51. Same did Tyona. Same does Tyona. Both of them rushes towards the area with, well, Belle and Eyes actually, well, not Eyes, with Belle showing up behind, well, beside Lilith and Tyona. Did you hear that explosion? Yeah, we did. Lilith, Lily, and Lilith, Tyona, and Belle rushes towards what is happening and sees caterpillars rushing up from the floors. They didn't know what was going on or anything else, but Belle immediately draw his switch axe and cuts into one of the caterpillars and kicks it away, knocking over some few others and protecting Raoul and two others that, and I think, and a kitty that was beside him. That beside Raoul that was, well, getting healed up. All right. When Bell, well, knocked away the caterpillar monster, he turned to Raoul and Anakiti that was beside Raoul, healing him up, and asked if, well, both of them were all right. Yes, I'm fine, but don't attack them with your weapons. It melts. It what? Bell turned to his switch axe and saw that some of the blood was still on it, but he heard some sizzling on it when he, well, froze the liquid off of his weapon and turned to, well, showed where the liquid was. The edge was, well, was dull. Damn it. Before Tyona could even jump on to one of the caterpillar monsters, Bell yelled out, Attack them with your fists, and legs! The monsters can melt your weapons! What? Tyona immediately, well, jumped away with her Urga that wasn't hit by acid or anything. And, well, jumped back to the others. Are you kidding me? No. Bell showed the edge from the X version of the Switch X and shown the edge was actually kind of, well, duller. Shit. Tyona immediately, well, put down her weapon on the ground and immediately rushed forward to kick away the monsters. Tyone actually arrived and helped the others with Bet as well. I will talk about Bet's outfit in a moment. That kicked the monsters away, sending them down the hallway. Are you weaklings done? Get over here and help! Shut up, Bet! Belle yelled out and immediately rushed over to, well, knocked away a caterpillar that was about to body slam Bet. Don't get distracted yourself, you idiot! You shouldn't talk! Well, neither should you! Jump! Both of them jumped away from another caterpillar doing a body slam. Ugh, these things are annoying! You don't fucking say! We also see Tyona doing that thing in the anime, so I don't have to describe that. Bet went over to a cliff area and knocked over a huge stone, crushing, well, everything. Lufia and Riveria was actually arrived with, well, with Finn and Gareth knocking away the monsters as well. Well, this is kind of annoying. Well, luckily they're not gonna hit anything else, right? Before before Finn could even stop saying it, an acid hit a tent that they saw. You just had to say it, Finn. I'm sorry. At the entrance of the whole area. When the monsters was getting closer and closer, Belle had enough and was about to do something when a huge, well, two punches from two different people sent the monsters away. Well, to the cliff, well, to the wall. This being Sard and Otter. Are you okay, Belle? Yes, I'm fine. Don't worry. What should we do? We can't use our weapon or they'll melt. How about your axe? Your switch axe. It will become dull quickly. I see. Then our fits. Then we have to fight close combat. Yeah, we should. But before Belle could continue, a silver purple looking fox came out of, well, the out of out of the hallway and into, well, where everyone was. Standing there and biting, well, the monster was biting off these, well, caterpillar monsters and throwing them away. Belle immediately know what this monster was. This was the guardian Abiern Dogwan, I think. It's Guardian Abrian Arboron. Gar- that guardian monster. When the guardian, well, bought in bite into these monster, it was not affected by the acid that was spewing out of them. Great. This thing is here. Belle. Belle. Sard immediately grabs Belle's shoulder and hold him back. Don't you dare. Come on, let me fight it. No. Why not? Because I said no. Bullshit. Sard nodded at this and made sure that Belle and the others didn't move, making sure the Guardian actually killed a lot of the, well, weird monsters. When the Guardian was done, it turned to the others and ignored them, rushing back down the tunnel, killing most of the caterpillars. Ugh. Belle. Come on! No. Fine. The rest of the group rushes over to check out what has happened, and Riveria ordered Lufia to get rid of the other monsters that was on the roofs and everything else. On the roof of the dungeon and walls. Lufia casted her copy spell and copying Riveria's ice spell. I don't know the whole chant, so I'm not gonna say it. When the Lufia got done, she blasted the magic all over the walls and everything, not reaching the roof or nothing else. But before Lufia could do anything else, I think I said Belle's twin, well, Belle's little brother and sister. Yeah, I think I said they took the gun versions. Belle's siblings came over with their long bow guns and shot the creatures on the roofs down, killing them. When the creatures dropped on the ground, they exploded into black dust and yellow crystals on the ground. Belle walked over to the one of the caterpillar's crystals and picked it up. What the? What's wrong, Belle? Um, Uncle, I don't think this. Belle showed the crystal to his uncle. I don't think this is normal crystal monsters. Sard picked up the crystal and looked at it. Looked at it. Hmm. We have never seen these monsters. I know for a fact there's not deeper down below. This looks like an artificial crystal, meaning that Sard Sard thought about it and compared those monsters to the Guardians. Hmm, could it be? No, it could. Who would have made them? Why didn't they activate that 1,000 years ago? Uncle? Sard turned to Bell and spoke. I think we're dealing with guardian monsters. Guardian crystal monsters. But these ones are violent. Very violent. You're not saying, right? I'm saying that. Anyways, how's the supplies and everything else? How's the other people? After this and half an hour, Tyona yelled out, "We're going back up?" Yeah, unfortunately, the acid hits the supplies. Are you kidding me? No, we're not, Tyona. Uh, even though we came so far. Yeah. Bell stood beside Tyona with the same look. Bell having his mask off and looking at, the superior that was talking to the whole expedition. Ugh, and right now we don't know how many monsters are, and we can't find them to get some meat, and we can't eat the guardian's meat because that just tastes awful. You don't say. Yeah. Anyways, we have to pack up everything. Get ready to move out. Get ready to move back up. It will be quick and swiftly. Oh, a few days later. It's been a few days since the group has left the 50th floor and returned to the 18th floor, where the see a new camp has arisen in the 18th floor, not where Riveria was, but at the entrance to the 17th floor. where a lot of the former residents of Ribeira is set up camp and actually has decent looking houses. But the items are a lot cheaper because of the monsters and everything else. The group greeted them and checked out what has happened at the surface or what information. Not a lot has happened, but they actually found that a new group of Dokabanana is was about to spawn. But anyways, sorry. They told them that the Goliath, instead of the group thing, the Goliath has been defeated a week ago. Well, 2 days ago, so the group hasn't to be worried. When the expedition was going up to the surface, the whole Minotaur thing happened, and a whole bunch of Minotaurs spilled out, and everyone just killed them immediately, not giving a fuck who they were. Bet just looked at the dead Minotaurs around them and just TCA'd a sound. It's kind of getting boring killing these cows. It was kind of fun before, but now they're just annoying pieces of shits. Bet just looked at the others that was, carving the supporter, carving out the crystal and taking some parts of the monsters that actually dropped. And now we see how Bet actually is. Well, how Bet looks like. Bet is wearing the Bet is wearing the Guardian. God damn it. Bet is wearing the Guardian. Bet is wearing the Guardian Dasaguma armor set. Let me just find the armor and see. Bet. Give me a moment. All right, so I see Bet actually not wearing a lot of the Hunter's armor set or the Guardian one monster set. Uh, the monster I said I gave to Bet. But I see him wearing the little fur coat that the male version of the monsters are. Damn it! Give me a moment. I see him wearing the Guardian Dashkaguma looking out, fur looking thing around his neck that is actually sewn into his. That it has replaced the normal looking fur on his adventurous outfit that has been replaced by the Guardian one, protecting his neck a little bit better. And having the metal sleeves on his side act that's the actually the only thing I think Bet would actually wear from this set. From that the best breastplate. Bet had also taken Bell Bet not Bell. Bet doesn't wear the gloves of this set or the helmet. And Bet is actually wearing a modified version of the pants area. It's the only full set full armor piece that he's wearing. But instead of the metal shin guards and everything else, it's his at that magic looking out the shin guard set the protection from his normal adventurer's outfit that is replacing the shin guard version of the guardian set that set. I forget its names, I'm sorry. Bed is actually also wearing the he's also wearing the belt area, the full one, not just a normal one. He's wearing the full one of that, the full version. No, nothing is replaced. It's just that piece. I will probably, if someone can draw this, that will be super fucking awesome. But yeah, that's the designs I will say for today. So yeah, Bet was, like I said, looking around from the supporters and the people that was setting the monster parts that they got from the dungeon and some of the monsters they have hunted down. There's a lot of cards coming with some sacred that was taking the monsters, the monster parts, the monster parts from the crystal monsters up to the surface. But I must say, we got a lot of money out of this. He looks around to see that Astrius, Lid, and Gross are helping the others out. Still can't believe we're fighting with monsters. Tyone walked up to Bed and just hit him over the head. Shut up about that. We have done this for over 3 weeks now. It's fine. You can say that. Belle was looking at this and just thinking, man, Bet doesn't like monsters that well, does he? Bell sighed and walked over to his group. He sees Haruhime with sitting on the sacred that was, riding the monsters that him and Ice has hunted with some of the monster parts and the crystals they have fought. With Astrius putting the last an arm from a minotaur on the card. Onto the card on the guard. He's yeah, you know what I'm saying. Sorry. He walked over to, Haruhime and Blackie that was sitting on the sacred and started to talk to Haruhime. So, how's your research? So, how's your research doing? I'm doing great, thank you very much. Haruhime smiled and told him what she is researching. Like I said, Lily is researching how parts can be and how best they can use for armor or selling. So yeah, that part. Haruhime is researching how the monsters has changed down in the dungeon from what the reports had said what they are moving around on the surface. I've noticed that the guardian monsters well has helped some of the groups with some of the crystal monsters and left them alone, like on the 50th floor. But the Dashuba monsters on the 30th is ooh, I don't know where to place that one. I need to I actually forgot to research the dungeon now the floors are. I know there is the upper floor. I think that I said in my version that it looks like a mine that monsters has dug out. Then there's a smoother mine that looks like it's man-made, and then there's 2 to 5 that looks like well, different looking mines but smoother. And yeah, I need to research that. Holy shit. And then there is 5. Well, no. Then there's the 6 to 9 floor that looks like, well, a cave area. I need to research this. I'm sorry I have to include this, but it's kind of funny for me. When Bell hears about how the monsters has changed down here from the other reports, Bell smiled and he loves how Haruhime is about her research, and how she's smiling a lot from the last. Well, how he met Haruhime was a little more sad, but still happy. But here she's smiling a lot more than she used to be. Ice walked up beside Belle and was hearing about Haruhime talking as well. Ice also loved how Haruhime is smiling more than usual, actually helping Ice smile more as well. Heard from in front of the group, "All right, we're moving up." They looked, and it was Finn that was telling everyone to, well, go up to the surface. After half an hour of moving up from each floor, not running into, actually one group run into monsters, but they walked in. The monster just walked by, not attacking them or anything. But when they reached the surface of the monsters, Belle saw how, well, everything has changed when they went to the opening of to the dungeon. We see a lot of people helping. We see a lot of people walking up the stairwells to the surface that was coming back from, well, hunting crystal monsters, having supporters or anything else. But in the middle of everything else, there is a big platform that can help some carts from the hunters get up to the surface. An operator see the group walking, well, the expedition coming up, when he yelled out to the crane that the people of above to the surface. "The expedition has returned! Get ready to lift some carts!" A yell came from the top, and the man greeted, well, the leaders of this expedition. This being Otter, Hayden, Allen from the Freya Familia. The other one is Riveria, Gareth, and Finn from the Loki. Sard, Althea, and Miteria being from Hestia. Uh, Not, by the way, Belle's father is not, well, the three leaders of the Familia. The man asked, well, all 9 of the leaders, "How were your expedition?" "Oh, it went well, but we kind of got into a problem down on the 50th floor." "The 50th? Wow, that must been far, sir." It has. How has the service been?" "Great. It has been great, sir. I've heard some new people has joined the hunter program." "Ah, that is wonderful. More hunters means that they can hunt, so sorry, no one gets just attacked." "Yes, sir." "Anyways, come on then." The platform reached the ground, and 2 carts was pulled onto, well, the platform, being Sard and Finn's group. Mitsuri, no, Alfia was sitting on one of the sacred with Riveria on another one, being lifted up to the surface, and the leaders walk on the stairs. This was going on for around 15 minutes. Bell's group arrived at the surface looking out to see that it was in the afternoon. Bell raised, well, Bell stretched out because it's been 2 weeks since they've gone down into the dungeon. Ugh, man, I'm glad to be up and about. You don't say. Lucy walked over to Bell and was beside him. We need a break from the dungeon the next 2 days, right? Definitely. I don't want to see those caves for these 2 days. I just need a break. Tyone jumped over to the both of them and landed on Lucy's back. Well, then we can add some little fun around town. Tyona! What, you love me? What, you love me? And I know you don't mind me being on your back. What was that? Nothing. Anyway, we should probably go to the guild, right? Yeah. Yeah, we should. Bell's group, Bell and Lucy's group arrived at where they were and they started to walk over to the guild with the rest of the expedition. When they arrived at the guild, the ninth leader walked into the guild and asked if some of the guild employees could help them count out everything else, everything that is gonna arrive inside. Okay then. When the nine leaders arrived into the guild, Roman, the leader of the guild being Roman, arrived in the at the desk. Ah, you have come back. Ah, you have come back. I giving him a Russian tone. How was your expedition? How was your expedition? It was fine, Roman. It was fine, Roman. Can we get some guild employees to count up some items we are gonna sell? The crystal monster parts and some crystals? Yes, I will be right with you. Sorry. Yes, I will be right. Sorry. Fucking terrible I can't talk. I can't talk today. Yes, I will be right with you with some employees. After the group, right now, the guild wasn't having so many people in the guild. So, the people that was actually in the guild has already changed everything from the crystals and drop items to Valis. So right now, a lot of the guild employees are going out to the cards and talking to adventurers. After a minute, a half elf walked over to Bell's group. Bell, it's good to see you again. Ah, Aina, it's good to see you as well. How have your expedition gone? Oh, it went well down to the 50th floor, but we ran into some trouble when we were on the 50th floor. Oh my, what happened? Well, you see a monster with acid arrived and destroyed our food supply and potion supplies. Ah, I see. That means that we had to return early. Yes. That is quite unfortunate. Yeah. Anyways, can you help us count out? We have some crystal monster drops here and some of the crystals. All right, let me see. Astrius picked up some of the monster parts they have gotten from the crystal monsters. Bell went to the cart that was holding a bag of bag of the money, and put it on the ground and put it on a cloth that Ina set on the ground. When Ina looked at what they have gotten, she was kind of surprised. Oh my, there is a lot of things here. Let's see. Hmm. Crystals that will be counted inside with a lot of people. Can't count it right now, so I will leave that to last. Let's start from the bottom. Uh, Minotaur arm. Oh, you have two Minotaur's arms. Yeah, I kind of cut one Minotaur's arms off, then killed it. I see. So that will be 25,000 valets for each. So that's 50,000 valets, and do. Oh, are those Oh, you have some hellhound pelts that will be uh, 5,000 valets from each, and you have 10 of them. You have a lizard man's head. Oh yeah, that was Asterius. Cut it off with my axe. Ew, sorry, it's still kind of creepy. Don't. It doesn't matter. The lizard man's head will come around to 30,000 valets. Ooh, and some wyvern's feathers. Each is 1,000 valets, and you have around 30, so 30,000. Ida took a little while counting up some of the parts, being some goblin, being all the monster parts together was around 255 55,000 valets. Ina went into the guild with Lucy and Belle and exchanged the crystals from the monsters, and they get around 300,000 valets, making their shared money for everyone 555,000 valets, meaning split in three. They get 555,000 divided by 3 is all three of everyone get eyes. Haruhime and Belle gets around 185,000 valets each. And because of Astrius actually don't need the money, he didn't get any, but he also got some. He actually picked out some crystals he's gonna eat. All right, that will be everything else. And and it's good to see you again, Belle. Hope you come back soon. Absolutely, Ina. See you later. See ya, Belle. Bell waved by. Uh, Bell waved to Ina, and him and Lilith walked out to the others. And Lilith group got around 190 each. So Bell's group gets it got a little less than Lilith's group. Bell walked over to his group and handed out the money. Here you go. Here you go. That is what we got. That is what we got. Oh my, that's a lot of money. Haruhime looked at the price and talked and said it out loud. How much did you get? How much did you get? Astrid looked at Haruhime that answered, I got 185,000 values. Hmm, interesting. Yeah, but a lot of things are valuable. I understand. Anyway, we should head back. Hey guys, are you gonna come with or are you going back home? I think my familia is going back home. But I will come back tomorrow. I will come to your familia home tomorrow, Belle. Oh, that's fine. Good luck with Loki. Good luck with Loki. Yeah, of course. Ice walked over to Belle and kissed him on the cheek. She also walked over to Haruhime and kissed her as well, on the cheek as well, and walked away. Haruhime blushed a lot about this, but Belle was just, I liked it. Yes, if you didn't know, I have given everyone some relationships. Lilith, being that Lilith and Belle had Lilith is with, well, you can guess who, and Belle being with Eyes and Haruhime. Haruhime and Eyes is also together, so that's a shocker. After that, Eyes was walking with her familia back to their mansion. Belle and Haruhime watched them go, and Belle turned to her. All right, let's go back. Let's see how Wealth is actually doing. Let's do that. After 10-15 minutes of walking, they arrived at the Hearthstone Manor. Well, manors, actually, as he has two of them, being the former Zeus and Hera familia homes. All the group went into all the group went into the courtyard, and seeing that they actually got some few people that was training with the others and walking around with some Xenos as well. Astrius tell them that he's going back to the place he's staying at, being a ooh Astrius and a lot of the Xenos actually want to stay outside, so they have built a little. They have built a sort of barn-looking area, but it looks more like a house for Xenos than barn animals. So the Xenos has their own individual areas. So yeah, it's a big area that has been turned into the Xenos house. So when Astrius went off, he went over to his own area and did his own things. Belle smiled at this and told Haruhime they should probably move to say hi to Wealth. Both of them was walking towards the smithing area of the grounds and walking down and walking down the booths that was there. When they arrived at a specific smithing house, they knocked on the door, and the big ass window where the smith can show what they're doing opened up to show Wealth that was looking out. Ah, Belle, it's good to see you again. Belle smiled and walked over to his friend and did the dab thing. Good to see you as well. Good to see you as well, Wealth. How in you and May are how are you and May doing? Ah, we're doing good. I've gotten some new I've gotten some more practice in, and I've made some cool new things. Oh, it just seems like Harime is here. Yeah, I think Lilith and Lily are going into the house getting a little break. We wanted to see how you were doing, also with May. Hey, how's my number one customer? Welf was grabbed by the shoulder, and May was on Welf's side, her arm around Welf's neck, and May greeted Belle. I'm doing well, May. How is Welf doing in making hunter armor? Oh, he's doing fantastic. Also, here it is. I've gotten Welf to make a magic sword. Wait, you have? Yeah, uh for what May said, I I thought about it, and for now I think it's kind of stupid for what I did. I've seen that magic swords can be useful, but I'm not gonna sell any of them. That is a good idea. Like I said. Anyways, need new armor or anything else? Yeah, actually. Bell walked over to his sacred and pulled out his switch axe, the one in that you can see, and put it on the table. He showed the axe part of the switch axe and told them, "We ran into some monsters that actually spewed acid, and it seems like it, dulled the blade of the axe part." Oh, my baby! Well, no, not. May picked up the axe part and looked at it. What have that monster done to you? Yeah, I wanted to see if you could make it so it can't be melted, or the edge could get some indestructible material on it so it doesn't, did that. Hmm. I can see what I can do. I can see what I can do. May picked up the weapon and laid the weapon on the side and took out the round thing on the top of the weapon, showing the mechanical parts of the switch axe, and took the when she May took the screws, or took out the bolts that was keeping the axe part on its, the right side. She took it off and went into the workshop. Be back later. Yeah, I will. Hey, is Eyes and Sayona coming over? So maybe they want some new stuffs or anything else? No, no, I don't think they're coming over today. I think every single Loki Familia went over to their house to get a break. That can match. Anyways, Harime, do you need some armor that you need or anything else? I haven't decided yet. I'm sorry, Wolf. Ah, it's fine, it's fine. Anyways, you. Anyways, be back later. You can come back later. I still need to draw up some designs and make some new weapons. Yeah. See you, Elf. See ya. Oh, never mind. Oh, wait a minute. Bell walked over to his sacred and pulled out his double daggers as well. Just some repairs on my weapons. Bell put the double blades on the counter as well. I see, I see. Hmm. Yeah, just need some repairs. I can feel the handle is not has well getting a little loose. Yeah. So if you can fix that, that will be all right. I'll do that. Don't worry, Bell. See you later. See ya. Bell walked away with Haruhime and Blackie by his side and walked over to the table that was holding well the sacreds. Bell left his sacred with the handlers and walked into the house. Bell sighed and walked over to his room. Bell was walking down the hallway with Haruhime walking towards her room. Man, it's been a long ass day. Bell opened the door and walked into its room, with Haruhime behind him. Haruhime walked over to a chair and just sat in it. Well, sat in it and just relaxed. I've missed my chair. Don't say so. You be quiet. Yes, ma'am. Blackie, shut the hell up. What? I was not doing anything. Blackie. Fine. Bell walked over to an armor stand and took off sat his armor on it so he can, get into some more comfortable clothes. After after he did that, he walked over to where Haruhime was and sat on, another walked no, Bell walked over to where Haruhime was and saw that she was actually fell asleep. Bell picked Haruhime up and sat on the chair as well, making sure that Haruhime was comfortable while sitting in his lap and leaning on his, chest area, still asleep. Bell was running his hands through, Haruhime's hair and just smiled. Man, can't believe can't believe it's only been 2 weeks since that day. Bell remembered how all three of them got together, but he I won't be telling that story yet. Bell just smiled and watched looking Bell when they leaned on his seat and watched while looking at his armor. I wish I could fight that guardian again. I hope I really do that this this relationship will work. Bell reminds him of his ex-girlfriend and what she did. Bell grimaced and just kept running his hands through Haruhime's hair. Well, I should take a nap. Bell laid down into his chair and slowly fell asleep. This is going to be end of the episode. Hope you guys will enjoy. And I hope you actually will draw this, or I hope you guys enjoyed how I described how the armors are, because I will try my best to make how the armor looks in this in the week or weekends. Try I will try to do my best how to draw the armors and how I described it looking. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good morning, goodbye, farewell to you later. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day. I blew masks. Goodbye.